Carol Graham.
I'm Carol Graham.
Carol Graham, 3 minutes.
You need to move up to the mic. Mayor Ford and Council, my name is Carol Graham.
Your mic on? Are you speaking into the mic? Is the button on there?
I don't
Okay,
know.
speak right into the mic.
I know, Mayor Ford, that you and others on council care about the safety of the residents of Toronto. Did you know that many seniors like me feel safer and more secure with a community program such as Sprint's Meals on Wheels and specialized transportation services that operate throughout the city? The City of Toronto CPIP grants help fund vital programs that support people like me living at home. These programs give peace of mind to many seniors, including family and friends. They know that they can count on Meals on Wheels to follow up if a senior does not answer their door during meal delivery. I know that these services have saved lives. These programs not only benefit seniors, they encourage volunteers of all ages to become involved in their communities. I receive these services myself from Sprint. They make it possible for me to manage to live at home. I have had cerebral palsy since birth and have multiple health challenges. A few years ago, before I received Sprint services, I was hospitalized and told that I would have to move into a long-term care home. Thank goodness I got better, and that there were such services such as Meals on Wheels. Today, I am still a taxpayer, living at home, receiving Meals on Wheels. Also, with the help of the Sprint Transportation Program, I get to my medical appointments on time. You might ask why my family can't take care of me. I am single, and I only have a sister who lives out of town. There is no one else to call me. I know that you are interested in ensuring city services are cost-effective and provide good customer service. City money is well spent when supporting Meals on Wheels. The meals are cost-effective and provide great customer service. Seniors pay a reasonable amount for the meals. Sprint Meals on Wheels volunteers and staff deliver meals 365 days of the year. They deliver my meals on time and with a smile. I appreciate that you are looking for ways to be more efficient and cut waste, but I am shocked to think that you might cut the grants that support community programs that help seniors. I am especially worried about people who are more isolated than I am and the people who are more frail, whose health would deteriorate without these supports. Without these services, more strain would be put on other cities.
Thank you, Carol. Your 3 minutes is up. We have 2 questions. Councillor Carol, you have a minute. Yes, Councillor Matt.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Hi. Thank you so much for your deputation. I think maybe you can help clarify for us. Part of the problem is there are so many grants here. I have several pages here, but if I spend a long time to go through them, about 16 pages, because they're small amounts and it takes a lot of pages, I find a lot of seniors programs. Call a service, elderly supports, telecare, family services for seniors, programs that are targeted to that. Is the issue that bad word grants, or that these groups need that seed funding to get any other funding? It's funding, isn't it?
I really can't address that question because I'm just a client who's giving this talk, that's all.
Yeah, right. But if you could lean into the microphone so they can hear you. You're a client, and you want to continue to...
Thank you, Councillor Carroll. Your minute's up. Councillor Matlow.
Got it. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I have 1 minute, so we'll try to do this quickly. First of all, do you believe that serving seniors in Toronto is a right-wing, a left-wing, a downtown, or a suburban issue, or do you believe it's simply the right thing to do?
I believe it's the right thing to do, just like you would look after children.
Are you aware that over the next 20, 30 years, about 1 in 5 Torontonians are going to be over the age of 65?
I am.
Do you believe that it should be a priority of the City of Toronto to continue supporting and even doing more to be proactive to support seniors in the city as it's a growing demographic?
Well, I think that the young people coming up, the baby boomers, are going to demand more services than what we're getting, just as people with children are demanding more than what they feel they're receiving.
Are you concerned that seniors might be let down in some critical ways if we don't continue supporting Sprint?
Well, Sprint is only one
Thank
of...
you, Councillor Matlow. Councillor Mahavik.
Thank you.
Councillor Mahavik, you got a
Thank you very
minute.
much.
There's another question coming. Oh, lean into the mic, Carol.
Here's the real philosophical debate that we have to figure out as council. Some would say that we should not be in the business of funding special interest groups. That really, if you want those meals, if you want those extra supports, figure out how to pay for it. That's your business. Do you think that, what would you say to those folks who feel that?
Well, they have an issue, but myself, you'll be over 65 one day. And also, too, they do need support, just as every age group needs support. And yes, I do realize that seniors are getting a lot, and we're grateful. I mean, I know what it was like in my grandmother's day, and I'm sure you do.
Thank you. Councillor Vaughn, you have a minute for a question.
Lean into the mic. There's another question coming from Councillor Vaughn.
I apologize for the treatment. I'm curious as to this notion that user fees should be boosted for you to get these services, and grants should be taken away so that you don't have as much tax to pay. I'm curious whether or not you think there's a price tag you could put on this that you could afford.
Well, first of all, we do pay for our meals. Not a great amount, but we do pay, and I'm sure that given the circumstances, we would pay more. But I'm a taxpayer, just like you, and I'm a senior. I own my own home.
Would you be willing to pay more in a user fee if it meant reducing your taxes?
I don't know quite how to answer that, tell you quite frankly. I really don't.
That's fair enough. I don't know how to answer it either.
Thank you. Councillor Davis. Councillor Davis.
So do you think that food is a nice to have? Sorry.
Do you think food would be nice to have? And the answer, yes.
Sorry. Do you
Yes,
think that food is a nice to have or must have?
Must have.
must have, if you want to live.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Doucette. Councillor Doucette.
Thank you very much. One more question. Sorry, one more
Sorry,
question. I'm over
Carol,
here.
there's one more question.
Sorry about that. So my understanding is,
Where are you?
I'm over here. My understanding is by all these programs, Meals on Wheels and Sprint, that allows you to have your independence and live in your own home. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So without these programs, you may have to move into somewhere where you have to pay a lot more money to be in a program or accept other subsidies.
Okay.
I know it's a hard one, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
So what I'm saying is by having these programs available to you, and you do pay for some of those programs, you can stay in your own home. Without those programs, you would,
I would go into a nursing home.
you'd lose your independence, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
And it's something we seniors do not want to do.
I agree. I have many in my ward who want to
Thank
stay in
you.
their own home.
Thank you,
And my
Councillor
minute is
Doucette.
up, but
Councillor
thank you very
Wong-Tam.
much for coming.
Thank you.
Councillor Wong-Tam. Excuse me, ma'am, you still have another question? You have two more questions? Carol, you have two more questions? Carol?
Carol, there's more questions. More questions for you. You're very popular. Just sit down and just face the mic and just take a deep breath.
Councillor Wong-Tam and Councillor Perks have questions for you.
Thank you, Carol, and thank you for staying so late to stay with us tonight. My question is just very simple. Based on what you've described with respect to the city funding these programs and services, in your opinion, is this an essential service for you and the seniors of Toronto?
Ask any lonely senior.
So that's a yes.
That's a yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Perks, there's
Councillor
one more.
Perks, you're fine. Okay. Thank you very, any other questions? Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much.